Random friend.
Alright, so I only caught the tail end of that. But that was a funny discussion that I just tried to record. Hello everyone, we are Theola Gaming, and we're back after our break. And we're going to be doing things a little different. This year we're going to be splitting off the show into two different sort of segments. So they'll be coming every 2 weeks. So every week, such as this one, we are going to be playing through a game, some sort of RPG, story-driven probably, and we'll discuss the things that come up as they go, and some issues surrounding them, what we think of various things. And it's just a more casual, fun stream overall is the idea. And then every other week, we'll be doing a more podcast type thing. Um, on the one hand, pretty similar to what we've been doing. I'll probably have some game footage videos I'll upload while we're talking with them. But they'll also just be a straight podcast if you're wanting to look for that. Um, but yeah, let's get into this week. So this is The Witcher 3. It's a pretty cool game. Probably my favorite RPG. Um, and we're going to be doing the Hearts of Stone expansion first as a sort of trial for this new layout. See how things go. If there's any tweaks we need, or if the format's just not going to work, various things like that. But anyway, um, I'll introduce the people who are here with me tonight. So we have Adam, who is also the only
I
other
am
one
back.
who has played The Witcher. And then there's Joel
Hello.
and Jacob.
G'day.
Yeah, we've never played this before. We have no idea what's going on.
You see, Geralt is a traveling hairdresser.
And his main aim in life is to find a lady. Actually, that's closer to the truth than it should be. Now I think of it, that is literally the plot of this game. Though it's his daughter, in this case.
I was going to say plot of your life.
Yeah. That's another thing I haven't got any subscribers for.
Canonically, Geralt isn't so erratic typically in his running around in circles.
Oh yeah, Geralt is going to be chaotic this playthrough, because that makes for more interesting viewing. So we've just hit the first cutscene we're going to do. And we've walked into a house of random dudes who put out a contract on a toad in a sewer. Or a monster in a sewer.
Pretty much just a big group of hipsters.
Yeah, the hairstyles do make me think of you.
Okay.
For all those viewers who know what we look like.
Probably a lot of them,
I used
actually.
to have hair like the fella throwing knives.
Oh hey, they're the wild ones. It's your unit, JC.
Yeah, man. Is that what they're called?
Yep.
I'm just waiting for it to load. Yeah, man. That's my battalion. Awesome.
That board just strikes me as very wild.
Which is kind of funny, because it's probably just the house of the random noble that they got.
Probably.
Okay, do I call them bunch of idiots or amusing? I never liked these guys.
Bunch
So
of
let's call them a
idiots.
bunch of idiots. I forgot this actually did go into a fist fight.
Uh-huh. How good are you at fist fighting, Jesse?
Pretty decent, because I focused melee unlike you.
Yeah. But yeah, are you a little rusty with the game?
Fist fighting was always just hit X and hit L when you get punched.
Those of us that use the controller.
Oh yeah.
So I guess for some added context here, Geralt is a witcher, a monster slayer for hire, and he's taken up a contract which has led him to this house. He's looking for a
I
man
see.
by the name of Olgierd von Everick, who all these wild ones claim to be.
Roger.
And he's a sort of
That context
superhuman
helps.
mutant type guy too, hence the funny eyes and the white hair. Oh.
And he wears two swords on his back, silver for monsters and steel for humans.
Pro tip though, don't do that in real life, because you can't actually pull the sword out.
Also extra weight, fatigue, all that.
Actually, normally less in real life. Swords aren't that heavy. Even a sword like that would be about laptop weight, like 1.5 kilos.
Like 90s laptop, like Alienware laptop weight.
I doubt mine's over 1.5 kilos. Oh hey, I can pretend I actually care about art. Let's
This
do that.
is so inappropriate. Wow. What's this doing on a Christian channel?
Dude, it's a statue.
I'm
We have
buffering
those
at the
outside our courthouses.
And
But
not
yeah.
typically naked women though, right?
Always naked women. When's the last time you've seen a naked dude
Outside
statue?
courthouses? No, but I mean outside courthouses?
There's a few famous ones.
Yeah, there's like David and stuff. So what he's saying here is actually important. I didn't pick that up the first time. That whole stone symbolism.
Hmm.
He sounds cooler in Polish. For
I
context,
didn't mind Olgierd's voice actor.
he's not too bad. But yeah, for context, I play this in Polish and much prefer it that way, and Adam much prefers English. So we have this
I wonder
Because the
why.
original
snip.
the original novels are written in Polish, so that's why
Yeah.
Ah,
And this
it
game
makes
is
fitting
Polish.
to... Yes, the developers CD Projekt Red are Polish.
The setting mostly is too. It's more medieval Poland than medieval England.
Olgierd's pretty good at spreading out when he sits down.
Yeah.
You reckon he does that on public transport?
He seems like that sort of guy, to be honest.
Olgierd, the dreaded man spreader.
Yeah. I wonder if this is intentional. The whole princess and the frog thing, given what we find out about Olgierd later on, and his wife.
Possibly.
I feel like you guys have more of an idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, we have played through it.
Yeah, yeah. So subtle sort of hints at things that sort of like. Yeah.
So that bit where he yelled at the guy who harassed the woman is the only thing in this scene that made me not hate Olgierd. I came out of this hating every one of these guys, and then you quickly becomes into, let's save Olgierd from the trouble he's in. And I'm like, I don't want to save Olgierd. I mean, I'll do it because I paid for this DLC, but I don't like this guy. Yeah, yeah, you're
Oh, you
gonna...
didn't even barter. You're a poor witcher. You're not gonna make it very far.
Yeah, it's just like slide a thing up. It's boring.
I know. It's not a very complex mechanic. Position it 1/3 up, always.
Yeah, you're boring.
I like this girl already.
Well, she's getting skipped. Because she's just a boring side quest. But anyway.
I didn't end up doing the side quest. I didn't see why I should do anything for her.
Yeah. Alright, so what did people think of Olgierd and his merry band?
Interesting. What?
I share your first impression, to be honest.
I probably wouldn't be roommates with them.
Yep.
Probably wouldn't get your bond back.
You'd probably get your bond and more back, but just not legally. Okay, Roach is having issues with the bridge. Oh, come on. So yeah, what did you think, Adam? First time you played through this?
Well, Olgierd's quite a little bit caustic the first time you meet him. Not super sympathetic as to why you should be doing his stuff, but I guess as a witcher, you don't have a lot of choice when you do these things.
Yeah. See, I came out of that and, well, like I said before, basically hated a lot of them. They're sort of all the things I hate. They're sort of hedonistic, out for only themselves. Like, I'm pretty into being selfless and not seeking pleasure. Like, I'm stoic,
It's
for one, and...
it's the opposite of a chivalrous knight. That's
Well,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like the knight has chivalry and does things because it's right, not because they're gay to.
But if it wasn't...
Well, in this,
If it wasn't for that... If they had not been rebuked after the whole harass the woman thing that he did, I would have hated them even more, but at least he had that bit going for him. But otherwise, yeah. Basically all the things I hate.
So, based on the messages that we're getting in chat, I get the feeling that it might be appreciated if you turn your game volume up a little bit.
Right, I think it's at max. But I'll check.
It's not coming through in the stream at all. So,
I'll up the volume, see how that works.
it wouldn't be Theola gaming without technical difficulties.
Nope.
Yeah,
it
it's
might be in
character.
your broadcast software rather than your game settings. But you've got it turned down.
True.
Probably not essential. Just yeah.
It
There's
sounds a fair bit
subtitles
louder
on,
now, so we'll see. Roach, why did you get stuck in a fence? Oh, for context, Roach is the horse.
Got it.
Geralt calls all these horses Roach. Now
did
you're
find-
abusing Roach.
Yep. I did find those guys interesting though, because there were like mercenary corps and soldier corps sort of like that. Like they're the Redanian Free Corps, I think, which was a medieval band that got a pretty bad reputation. Not quite mercenaries, but sort of loosely attached army units that were basically mercenaries and would just go in, plunder, loot, kill. They'd get the job done. They wouldn't betray their side, but they weren't exactly great for non-combatants and pretty just out for themselves. So that was one bit I did find interesting about them.
You don't seem very good at staying on the paths, Jesse.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's okay. Just make your own path.
I do that, but then Roach runs slower. There's already a big distance here. Oh, I should have set a timer. We're probably nearing the 20 minutes mark now soon though anyway. When we get to Oxenfurt, I'll cut and start next episode.
So
mean-
in this map, there's two major cities that you can access. One is Novigrad, which is quite a large city, and the other is Oxenfurt, which is a smaller university town, I suppose, which is where we're headed.
Word from the chat is still no sound, so maybe when we cut, if you turn up your game volume in OBS as well as in the game.
Alright, yeah, I'll do that. We're at the gates now, so we'll cut and see you guys all in part 2.